Welcome back. I am glad you are here for part 7. These are the stories I can never forget. Get ready for a chapter filled with tears, betrayal, and incredible human spirit. These two incidents were some of the most heart-wrenching of my career, and they will absolutely stay with you. Let's start. I was posted as a motorcycle first aider in my district. I was happy to have a government motorcycle, first aid medicines, injections, and other equipment. I performed my duties on the motorcycle and handled many accidents and incidents. I was happy that everyone used to pray for me. Although I dealt with many incidents, I remember some that were truly heartfelt. One day, while I was on duty, I received a call from the control room that a road traffic accident (RTA) had taken place nearby. I immediately moved to the scene. When I arrived, I saw a little girl and her injured father. After checking their vitals and applying dressing, I noted the father was semi-conscious and the child was crying. It seemed she was scared, calling out, "Mama, Mama." After giving first aid, I informed control and asked for an ambulance because the man was semi-conscious. Once the father was shifted into the ambulance, I asked the child to go with him, but she refused and cried, saying, "I want to go, my mama. I will not go with my father." I checked the father's pocket, took out his phone, and reviewed the details. His mobile was ringing, so I picked up the call and explained the whole situation. The woman on the other end said, "Please take care of my child. I will be right there." I then got the patient transferred to the nearest hospital. I stayed with the child, gave her juice, and encouraged her. After a few minutes, her mother arrived. She thanked me, and I informed her that her husband has been transferred to the nearest hospital. She replied very rudely, saying, "Leave him. I don't need my husband. He is bad-tempered, a wine drinker, and a liar. I will not go to him. I have forgiven him several times, but he is beyond help." She added, "He must have been drinking wine. I was angry at him yesterday, and he promised me he would not drink anymore. I thought he had reformed and would give up drinking. In the evening, I was busy with work when he came and said he was going to the market to buy ice cream with his daughter. I gave him permission. He must have gotten drunk there. When she asked her daughter, the girl replied, "My father was drunk." When I contacted the ambulance staff, they confirmed the patient was indeed drunk. I was truly upset because of her husband. How could a man do that? He has a beautiful little daughter, and he did not care for her and took her while intoxicated. I asked the woman, "How do you survive with a bad-tempered person? You should leave him." She replied, "I don't have anyone except him." She added, "My whole family died in the October 2005 disaster. I work in people's houses, do dishes, and earn money. I have 3 children, and I am living for them." After listening to her whole story, my eyes filled with tears. Guys, this incident was very heartbreaking. I remember it to this day. I cannot forget this incident. I know this story was very emotional. Guys, we are lucky to have everything. There are a lot of people in the world who are surviving hard times. I remember one more story that was very emotional and heartfelt. One day, after ending my shift, I was riding back to the motorbike rescue station. On the way, I saw a crowd near the sidewalk and stopped my bike. I saw an injured man. I immediately applied a dressing, took his vitals, and gave him a painkiller injection. I then told him he needed to go to the hospital for further treatment, but he refused. I insisted, but he would not listen to me. I then asked the eyewitnesses what happened. They said he was crossing the road when a car hit him and sped away. They also mentioned he is mentally ill and has been living there for 2 years. The next day, while I was going to work, I saw him again, lying by the road and shivering in pain. I applied a new dressing and gave him some medicine. He looked at me, smiled, and patted my back. The day after that, while I was dressing his wound, he asked me, "Why do you help me? I don't have anything to give you in return." I shook my head. "No, sir, I don't want anything from you. I love helping people." I then added, "Sir, why do you live on the street? Don't you have a house? What happened to you?" He replied, "I have everything because God is with me. I never sleep hungry. I have God. He gives me everything." And then mentioned that he was a businessman. He used to run his own business. One day, he was going to the office, and on the way, he saw a beautiful girl selling flowers. Her clothes were dusty and torn. When I saw her, I fell in love, and I bought all her flowers. She was very happy. I did the same thing every day. One day, she said to me, "Sir, why do you buy all my flowers every day? There are a lot of sellers here, but you only buy from me. What's the matter?" He replied, "I think I have fallen in love. Whenever I see you, my heart beats faster." The next day, he bought all the flowers. She looked at him and smiled. "Sahib," she said, "I could not sleep well all last night. I kept thinking about you. I think I have also fallen in love with you." He was so happy. He truly believed her and felt that his life was not perfect. But the businessman did not know she was lying. She was only pretending to love him because of money. She was showing him a false love. because the man was so kind and trusting. He believed everything she said. They got married quickly. After the wedding, she began to take everything from him, using false excuses. She told him she was managing their life, but she was slowly taking all his money and his business assets. He never knew he was being betrayed. One day, he woke up and she was gone. She had sold everything he owned, the house, the business, all his property, and ran away. She took every penny. The shock was so great that it broke him. He could not sleep, he could not think clearly, and he became mentally ill. The pain of the betrayal turned the successful businessman into the broken man you found on the street. And after that incident, I never trust anyone except God. Now I am happy on the streets. Ladies and gentlemen, I truly hope this part of the story touched your heart. This was an unforgettable emotional incident from my early days as a first responder on the rescue bike. After 2 years of motorbike duty, I was transferred to nearest rescue station from motorbike job to ambulance first aider job. But the stories did not stop there. Get ready, the next chapter of my journey is one of the most powerful and heart-touching experiences I have ever had. Please keep watching.